Okay, sir, it's
Okay,
visible.
friends, as
Carry
I
on.
discussed in the introductory part, as I discussed in the introductory part, there are three things: need to preserve fruits and especially fruits and vegetables. We have drying techniques as a proven methods of food preservation. But all these drying techniques available to date have their own disadvantages. And third thing is the government's stimulus package announced recently. So at the trijuncture of these three things, I see this refractance window drying technique as a very prominent and potential tool to achieve all this, to take the benefit of government stimulus, use this drying method and to achieve the target of food preservation. Now, as we all know that there are, in chronological wise, there are four generations of drying technologies. In first generation, we had a conventional drying technology. In second generation, we had spray and drum dryings. In third generation, freeze and osmotic. Freeze drying and osmotic drying are well known for their ability to retain the freshness of the food and all the nutritions in it. Then comes the fourth generation, and it is the recent generation, which consists of three major techniques: microwave drying, infrared drying, and refractors window drying. So refractors window drying is the technique that we are going to touch upon in this particular discussion. So it was actually patented long back in 1986 as a small scale lab scale drying technique for heat sensitive food, but it could not be scaled up to the commercial level until 2017. In 2017, MCT Technologies scaled up this technology to bring it on commercial level. It is considered as an indirect technique of drying. However, it makes the use of all the modes of heat exchange, heat transfer, that is conduction, convection, and radiation. It can rapidly dry the feed within a span of 3 to 5 minutes, depending upon how the process parameters are adjusted. And nowadays it is being considered in the research community especially as the novel technology which has the potential especially for fruits, vegetables, meat, whey for preservation with excellent retention of color, vitamin and antioxidant components if they are already present in the feed. So this refractance window dryer basically consists of a belt conveyor having a hood to collect vapors, and that hood is provided with an exhaust. Then there is a product application system from where we can apply the slurry on the belt, and a removal system to discharge or dislodge the dried material from the bed. For heating and cooling application, there are water heating system and air movement mechanism to drive away the vapor removed from the food being dried. And at the end, there are sensing and controlling mechanisms to control the drying process. So this figure will give a better insight of this. It is a schematic diagram. So it consists of three sections. Here we can say that there is a blower 1, blower 2 for control of the air movement over the belt, and the food is applied over the belt. Then there is this can be called as a drying section, and here we put the food. This is cold water outlet and this is cold water inlet. So food has to move from this side to this side, from left to right. To get an even better picture, we'll have a look at more elaborative design. So here we can say that this A part, it is the belt, and this is the hood which will collect the vapors being removed from the food product, and it will dry away the vapor to atmosphere or for some other point of consumption for heat regeneration. Then At this point and this point we have product application and removal system, the puree. So in this design the puree is being applied from the right hand side here, and the product will move forward or on the belt, and by the time it reaches the end point of it is a continuous belt, and by the time the product reaches to its end point it will be dried. Then there are hot water system. This hot water is the principal heating component, is the principal heating medium in this drying, and cooling water is utilized to cool the product. Once the product is heated, it is not that much easy to remove the product from the belt. If it is cooled, it automatically dislodges from the belt, and that's why cooling section is additionally provided. This is the air movement mechanism. The flow of the air in this section, this drying section, is controlled by the exhaust of the air blower. It is same as the exhaust fan that we use. It's principally it is same as the exhaust fan used in spray drying. And remaining part, this part I would like to tell especially to food and dairy and food engineering student, that this part very much resembles to the drum dryer, only with the exception that the drums here are put quite apart and the distance between them is bridged with a particular type of belt having special characteristics. And this is the control panel which is connecting different points where we need to control different parameters. So let's have a look at how exactly this refractance window drying principle works. Like friends, as we all know that if we heat the water in an open surrounding, then after a certain point it will lose that heat in the form of evaporation. The water will evaporate and carry away the heat that was being supplied to it. If we extend it, if we apply certain barrier on the surface of the water, let's say film, then that film will prevent the mass transfer, that is prevent the evaporation of water, and at the same time if the film has a particular refractive index, then it will prevent the loss of infrared radiation from the water. Everything depends on its temperature, emits infrared radiation, water will also do, and because of the reflection of that infrared radiation back into the water, the heat loss from the water will be prevented. This principle we know this principle as total internal refraction. Now, if the third scenario is that if there is presence of water on the other side of the film, there is water above the top of the water, there is, here we can say, film, and above that film, if there is presence of other water, let's say, is counterbalanced, and this is called as refractance window. Now what does window exactly does? It allows the loss of heating medium, that is water, from across the film only at the point where the water is present on the upper surface of the film. It means that if the feed is